Oh, my dear friends, how are you? The life we are living has been given and gifted to us once only. And of course, it is the greatest gift of God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, for all that reason, I think that we must be doing everything else we can to protect and to sustain our life. It is extremely important. So, my dear friends and fellows, and for that reason, I think that certain measures needs to be taken so that we avoid the diseases, and particularly one of the very common disease, that is the cardiovascular disease, that is the death because of the clogged arteries. Clogged arteries is becoming more and more common nowadays for certain several reasons. On the one hand, people have more money and they are seen eating the junk food and the food they like, the junk food. And on the other hand, there is a very little physical exercise. Overwhelming majority of the people, they don't need to move their body for the sake of earning money, and there are fewer people who are doing the physical work only. So, my dear friends and fellows, I think that if at all we want to stay healthy, there are certain things which needs to be taken care of. I think one of those certain things is that it is better to eat the healthy food and to avoid the junk food. On the other hand, we need to keep moving our body, and of course, it is also very important that we need to manage our mental stress level, and not to talk that is the genetic matter. Many of the diseases run in the families, and even the heart disease too run in the families as well. But it can be prevented by taking certain measures. It can be prevented by avoiding the junk food, and by moving our body, by doing some sort of physical exercise and managing our stress level. But today we are going to talk about certain foods which are very very important as for the heart health is concerned. Heart health is very dangerous. Every disease is a dangerous one, but heart health is a very dangerous one. Why? Because maybe some 250,000 people die in Pakistan annually because of the heart related diseases, and some 17 million people across the world die of the heart disease. I think for keeping in view all that, it is very important that we do take care of our heart health. Today we are going to share the five foods which are very important as far unclogging of the arteries is concerned, as far staying keeping our heart healthy. I think the five of these foods are very very important, very important for the for the heart health, but it is also important as for the health of the whole body is concerned. So these five things are, first of all, it is the beetroot. I think that we need to consume the beetroot is very very important. Beetroot is very very important. Either drink the juice out of it, or to eat it as a salad. It can be cooked as a vegetable or along with the certain other vegetables as well. So that is the beetroot and the juice of it. Number two, it is the garlic. Garlic is very beneficial, and the garlic, I think everybody knows, or most of the people know, that garlic is eating the garlic, and preferably eating it raw. It is very beneficial. I think that once there are several ways to eat it, to consume it. Eating it raw, crushing it, and then waiting for few minutes, because during these few minutes, the air touches it, and a kind of process takes place, and it is very very beneficial indeed. I think that this eating the garlic in this manner, crushing it or cutting it very thin, then leaving it in the open air for a few minutes, maybe for 5 to 10 minutes, consuming it afterward, it becomes even more beneficial. Now the third thing which is very healthy, which is very good indeed for the sake of health, and it is the leafy greens. It is the leafy greens, spinach, and all type of the leafy green, all type of leafy green, that is very good for the heart health. Now these are the three things. Now the fourth food is, that is the dark chocolate. Dark chocolate, Whatever the chocolate is available from the superstores, from the supermarket, usually it contains a lot of sugar, and the sugar is very bad for the health, and it is of little use at all. But eating the dark chocolate, which is without the sugar, the sugar free dark chocolate, that is very beneficial. That is quite good for the sake of the heart health. Now the fifth and the last item, which is so much beneficial, if at all we want to stay healthy, if at all we want to keep our heart healthy, if at all we want to protect ourselves from the heart attack, from the clogged arteries. So the fifth of this item, that is the, the fifth of item, it is the citrus fruit. Any of the citrus fruit, it could be the lemon juice, it could be the any variety of the oranges, any variety of the oranges, all the citrus food, that is very very beneficial for the heart health. So the five of these food, if at all we are seen consuming it regularly, or even a little bit of it, I think our heart will stay healthy. And if at all the heart will stay healthy, I think it is a lot more helpful for the whole of the body to stay healthy as well. So my dear friends and fellows, taking care of certain other things, like avoiding the junk food, eating the healthy nutritious food, that is very very important. And then of course it is moving the body. It is any form of the exercise. It could be the walking, the brisk walking, the jogging, the running, the yoga, the aerobics, the weightlifting, the gym, the athletics, the sports, any type of physical exercise, that is very important. Now it is a managing of the mental stress level, that is also very very important, my dear friends and fellows. And of course there is another bigger factor, but we have very little to do in that respect, and it is the genetic matters. So my dear friends and fellows, unclogging the arteries, keeping our heart healthy, so